Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Ugashi Skyman TV. Of late, William Samoei Ruto has decided to change the campaign strategy. Instead of meeting the people on the ground, instead of meeting the people directly on the ground, he has been meeting people in Statehouse. In this video, I want us to look at the reason why William Samoei Ruto has decided to change the strategy. Yesterday, for those of you who watched William Samoei Ruto in Kikuyu, he did not actually talk anything politics. He didn't. He avoided politics. He was in Mount Kenya. We know very well that it is in the streets, it is in the villages where a leader can connect with the people emotionally. So what is this that is making William Samoei Ruto to avoid the streets where echoes of emotion and connections are actually likely to be found? Number one, in my view, if you look at what is happening in State House, William Samoei Ruto has been meeting opinion shapers. That is the truth of the matter. He has been meeting leaders in various communities. For example, he met the Kikuyus, he met the Luos, he met the Gisi community, and so on and so forth. You look at it, you agree with me that these are the opinion shapers in the community that he is meeting. And why would he like to meet the opinion shapers other than the Wajiko on the ground? The reason is because he believes that these opinion shapers can influence the decision of the people. Like now when he met the teachers and especially the leaders of NAT, Kupet, and so on and so forth, he thought that these leaders can actually influence the teachers and teachers can actually start with William Samoei Ruto. In my view, this is not likely to work. The opinion shapers, if you look at them, most of them are very, very unpopular. I don't know whether you have asked yourself why he has not met the doctors. I've not seen leaders meeting doctors or engineers, but you have seen them meeting, especially those people who actually shape the opinion of the people. Like, the teachers are likely to shape the opinion of the electorate, just like the MCAs. Number two, in my view, why he has retreated to State House is because Rigathi Gachagua and Matiang'i are so strong. So strong, actually. If you look at what the government is doing everything possible to counter the influence of Rigathi Gachagua and Fred Okengo Matiang'i. If you look at Rigathi Gachagua, anytime he goes everywhere, the people are ready to welcome him. You look at Matiang'i, the same. What about William Samoei Ruto? Because you see, people are likely to compare what is happening, the reception that Matiang'i is getting, the reception that Kalonzo is getting, and the reception that William Samoei Ruto is getting. So if you are to go on the ground, William Samoei Ruto would be badly embarrassed by these leaders. And you see, the optics are very, very important when it comes to voting. People can be able to see now who is likely to win. If you go to a shop, for example, in Igekoba, maybe a hardware shop, even if you are new there, and then you find everybody is going to that shop, most likely you're likely to find the items are cheaper in that shop, in that hardware, compared to where you get just one person. It is the same thing with politics. People are likely to vote for somebody who is attracting a huge number. I know many people would argue that a hyena in the market would attract more people than a goat. But politics is a different game, ladies and gentlemen. So Matiang'i and actually his team, Kalonzo and others, the fact that they are attracting a large number of people can actually put the government in bad books as far as political psychology is concerned. Number three, in my view, UDA is facing total rejection. Wherever you go, total rejection. This total rejection is worrying the government. The rejection on the ground, I've never seen a government that is so unpopular with the people. And this is where William Samoei Ruto gets it wrong. Because you see, he may do many things. He may build affordable houses. He may do other things. He may be able to contain the bandits. But the fact that he is not in good terms with the people, the fact that, and this was, by the way, the genesis of all this was the Gen Z. In fact, the problem with William Samoei Ruto is not the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. The problem with William Samoei Ruto is that June 24th was a turning point for this country. That is when he completely lost the crowd. The fact that the members of parliament could go ahead and vote for finance bill even when Kenyans, the youth, were demonstrating, was actually spitting on the Gen Z's mouth, on the Gen Z's face. And that is where he got it wrong. Then there came abductions, then extrajudicial killings, and so many things happened. So the crowd is completely hostile, and William Samoei Ruto cannot be able actually to campaign freely. He cannot be able to campaign freely. There is also the issue of this wave of one term. Even the small children are seeing one term. If you find some kids playing volleyball somewhere, you see them once they. But there's something that I witnessed somewhere around Kikuyu. The kids were playing volleyball on Saturday. They were playing football, and then when the goal was scored, they shouted one time. What do you see about this? So the fact that this wave of one term is all over, is even in churches. At night, you go to the discotheque, you go to any joint, people are singing one term. So the group is so hostile for William Samoei Ruto. Then there is also the issue of actually drawing the attention of the people. You know, when William Samoei Ruto meets people at Statehouse in Nairobi, everybody will talk about it. The attention, he's able to attract the attention. Unlike when he goes to the ground, many people will not talk about it. And when he meets people in Statehouse, he's reminding Kenyans that power resides here. It is a psychological way of dealing with a situation like this when the government is very, very unpopular. Because you see, anytime William Samoei Ruto addresses the people, like now on Saturday, on Saturday, when he attracted or he invited about 10,000 or what, 3,000 teachers, as this in Nairobi, everybody was talking about it. So it is a way of actually drawing the attention and reminding Kenyans that I am the president. The other issue is about the security. The security of the president is paramount. Security of any leader is also paramount. When you look at State House is secured, completely secured, and you cannot compromise State House. So what this means is that the president feels more secure while addressing leaders in State House. The president, and I think this could also be an advice from the security agencies, that it is important when the situation is very, very volatile, you hold meeting at State House. Remember, the president always get a lot of information as far as the nation is concerned. The other reason, if you ask me, when you bring the opinion shapers, you're able to make deals. So here is a place of making deals. Money changes hands. Then go and give them what. If William Samoei Ruto has been meeting people on the ground, what is happening in State House cannot be done. You cannot make deals on the street. Like now, the way Gachagua was in Githurai, meeting the common mwananchi, I think he cannot make a deal with anybody, but he can make a deal with the people. Now, there are advantages, there are so many disadvantages, that is, of William Samoei Ruto going to State House or meeting people in State House. Because Kenya strongly believe that it's only the elites who are invited there. Even when he invites borders, it is not every border that is invited there. They are opinion shapers in a border. They are the leaders. What happens is that money, the money that is given as this house, does not actually reach the people. The other thing is that he can only meet the minority. and he cannot connect emotionally with the voters. And I strongly believe that although we have had presidents inviting people in State House, I think when you look at the newspaper headline today, you realize that every newspaper is talking about State House turning out to be a place of campaign. It's a campaign ground now. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think this is the best strategy that William Samoei Ruto should apply? Should he come out and actually compete with others? Because if you ask me, William Samoei Ruto is like he has retreated. Till next time, this is Gashi Skyman. Bye-bye.